Hello guys, welcome to my beginner's guide for Grav Online. Reason for this video is there's not many beginner's guides out there at the moment. There's a lot of information to know with this game. It's a great game, or at least it's shaping up to be a great game even though it's still in early access. At least I'm enjoying it, and I wanted to create this for people who are either looking to buy the game or have just bought it and are a little bit lost as there's so much information and things to do in it. So without further ado, here is my 5-step tip/step guide on Grav. Tip number 1, follow the tutorial. You're going to have to do this anyway anytime you start on a new server, whether it be PvP or PvE. So run through the tutorial to get familiar with various aspects of the game, how to build, what to do. You can see here you start with a club and a harvester, which is 1 and 2 by default. Your harvester will get your materials like wood, ore, etc. Your club will be used as a basic weapon to melee until you get something better like a pistol, and you work your way from there. So step 1 is definitely follow the tutorial and let it guide you to where to go. Tip number 2, be prepared to die a lot. You will die either at the hands of other players or in caves or in the environment, so be prepared to lose 90% of your farmed materials if you cannot make it back to your bag in time. This can hurt, but it's part of the game and it's part of the fun of dying. So if that does happen to you, hopefully you've followed step number 3, which is uplink. Make sure you build an uplink whenever you enter a cave or an area where it looks like you're going to be farming for some time, as this will allow you to spawn where you place the uplink. Pretty self-explanatory. Like a sleeping bag, like numerous other things in MMOs, you can have one uplink tied to you. So if you build one on this side of the map, then one on the other side of the map, the one that you are linked to is the one you will spawn at. You can also link yourself to ones that other people have placed, such as this one up here. I can go up to it rather than waste my resources. Even though some other guy called Monsters built this one, I can go to it, open it up and bind myself to it. I'm now linked to this uplink. The very next thing you will want to build is a locator. What that will do is put coordinates down the bottom right hand corner of your screen where your health bar is, and that will allow you to see what your coordinates are on the map, the coordinates of the last cave you entered, and the coordinates of your last death. So if you do happen to not have an uplink down, you should hopefully be able to find your bag before somebody else loots it. So tip 3, uplinks and locators. Build them as soon as possible. Tip number 4, bit of a long one, but trust me, it's worth it. Use the materials that you get as you start playing early game to upgrade your gear as soon as you get blueprints for it. Don't build anything until you at least have a shield generator as the absolute minimum, as any high level players that scourge the area will be able to break straight into your base and steal anything you've got in there. You also need to learn a crate, so it's a good idea to use all the materials you get to update your gear. This brings me to my last tip, tip 5, don't get mad, get even. As I've said in the early game, particularly if you play on a PvP server, you're going to get killed either by the environment or players. Don't get mad, get even. If you follow the steps that I've outlined, particularly with creating a locator and keeping that in your inventory, and creating uplinks whenever you either have quite a bit of materials on you or you're about to do a cave, you should hopefully be able to exact a revenge. As you see in this clip here, I got ganked, thought this guy was friendly, but I managed to get me stuff back, plus hopefully some of his. So thanks for watching. I hope that you found this helpful. There'll be a summary of the video in the description, and if you want more content, please like and subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see next. Thanks guys.